Many people saw the old man every day. He walked slowly, wore simple clothes, and carried a small bag. And he always smiled. People noticed his smile and often asked themselves why he smiled every day. This is his story. The old man's name was Elias. He lived alone in a small house near the edge of the town. The house was old but clean, and the garden was small but full of green plants. His life was quiet and simple. Every morning, Elias woke up early, not because of an alarm or work, but because he loved the morning. He opened his window, looked at the sky, breathed slowly, and then smiled. People in the town saw him walking past shops, waiting at the bus stop, and sitting in the park. He was always slow, calm, and smiling. Some people smiled back, and some people did not understand him. One day, a young boy noticed Elias and felt curious. The boy asked him why he smiled every day. Elias stopped walking, looked at the boy, and smiled again. He said that he smiled because he was still there. The boy did not understand, so Elias sat on a bench and invited the boy to sit with him. The park was quiet, and birds were singing softly. Elias began to tell his story. Elias said that when he was young, he was always in a hurry. He wanted more money, more success, and more things. He believed happiness was far away. But life was not easy. He lost people he loved, lost his job once, lost his home for a short time, and lost many days to worry. One day, Elias woke up very sick. He could not move well and could not breathe easily. He believed that day might be his last. That morning, he heard birds and felt sunlight on his face. In that moment, he realized something important. He was still alive. That moment changed Elias. He understood that being alive was already a gift. After that day, he slowly began to change. He stopped rushing and stopped chasing things that did not matter. He started to notice small things like warm tea, fresh air, kind words, and quiet mornings. Elias smiled not because life was perfect, but because life was present. When the boy asked if he smiled because he was happy, Elias gently shook his head. He said he smiled because he was grateful. He explained that some days were hard and painful, but even on those days, he could breathe, see the sky, and walk slowly, and that was enough. The boy listened quietly and thought about Elias's words. Before leaving, the boy smiled, and Elias smiled back. Days passed, and the boy began to notice small things in his own life, like the sky, his breathing, and simple joys. Elias continued his walks, always slow, calm, and smiling. One morning, people noticed that Elias was not there. The bench was empty, and the path was quiet. Later, they learned that Elias had passed away peacefully in his sleep. The town felt quiet that day. People remembered his smile, his calm nature, and his presence. Something changed in the town. People smiled more, slowed down, and noticed small things in their lives. They finally understood why the old man smiled every day. He smiled because life was fragile. Life was happening now, and every day was a gift. You do not need a perfect life to smile. You only need to notice that you are here. Take a slow breath. Look around you and smile. Just for today.